Hello, and welcome to Lesson 2 of the Food Handler Safety course, provided by Texas Best Food Services Training. I'm Bradley Gene Cox, your instructor for this lesson. This lesson will give you instructions on good hygienic practices. Hands and arms, clean conditions. According to the Texas Administrative Code, food employees shall keep their hands and exposed portions of their arms clean. Hand and arms cleaning procedure. How? Food employees shall use the following cleaning procedure. Vigorous friction on the surface of the leathered fingers, fingertips, and areas between the fingers, hands and arms, or by vigorously rubbing the surrogate prosthetic devices for hands or arms for at least 10 to 15 seconds, followed by thorough rinsing under clean, running, warm water, and immediately following the cleaning procedure with thorough drying of the cleaned hands and arms or surrogate prosthetic devices using individual disposable towels or a continuous towel system that supplies the user with a clean towel or a heated air hand drying device. When I wash my hands, I sing Happy Birthday, which takes about 15 seconds. Not only will your hands be clean, but it puts you in a good mood. Food employees shall pay particular attention to the areas underneath the fingernails during the cleaning procedure. If approved and capable of removing the types of soils encountered in the food operations involved, an automatic hand washing facility may be used for food employees to clean their hands. Special hand washing procedures. Employees not utilizing suitable utensils or single-use gloves when handling ready-to-eat foods shall wash hands using the cleaning procedures specified above. When? Immediately before engaging in food preparation, including working with exposed food, clean equipment, and utensils, and unwrapped single-service and single-use articles, and after touching bare human body parts other than clean hands and clean exposed portions of the arm, and after using the toilet room, and after caring for or handling service animals or aquatic animals, and after coughing, sneezing, using a handkerchief or disposable tissue, using tobacco, eating or drinking, and after handling soiled equipment or utensils, and during food preparation as often as necessary to remove soil and contamination and to prevent cross-contamination when changing tasks, and when switching between working with raw foods and working with ready-to-eat food, and before donning gloves for working with food, and after engaging in other activities that contaminate hands. Where? In a hand-washing laboratory or approved automatic hand-washing facility, not in a sink for food preparation, warewashing, a service sink, or used for the disposal of mop water and similar liquid waste. Fingernail maintenance. Food handlers shall keep their fingernails trimmed, filed, and maintained so the edges and surfaces are cleanable and not rough. Unless wearing intact gloves in good repair, a food handler may not wear fingernail polish or artificial fingernails when working with exposed food. Jewelry prohibited and outer clothing. While preparing food, food handlers may not wear jewelry, including medical information jewelry, on their arms and hands. This does not apply to a plain ring such as a wedding band. Outer clothing, clean condition. Food handlers shall wear clean outer clothing to prevent contamination of food, equipment, utensils, linens, and single-service and single-use articles. Eating, drinking, or using tobacco. An employee can only eat, drink, or use any form of tobacco in designated areas where the contamination of any of the following cannot result: exposed food, clean equipment, utensils, and linens, unwrapped single-service and single-use articles, and other items needing protection. A food handler can have a drink as long as it is a closed beverage container that is handled to prevent contamination of the employee's hands, the container, and exposed food, clean equipment, utensils, and linens, and unwrapped single-service and single-use articles. Discharged from the eyes, nose, and mouth. Food employees experiencing persistent sneezing, coughing, or runny nose that causes discharges from the eyes, nose, or mouth may not work with exposed food, clean equipment, utensils, and linens, or unwrapped single-service or single-use articles. Of course, we don't want this stuff in our food. Hair restraints. Food handlers shall wear hair restraints such as hats, hair coverings, or nets, beard restraints, and clothing that covers body hair that are designed and worn to effectively keep their hair from contacting exposed food and clean utensils and linens or unwrapped single-service or single-use articles. This does not apply to food employees such as counter staff who only serve beverages and wrap or package foods, hostesses, and wait staff if they present a minimal risk of contaminating exposed food. Animal handling prohibition. Food handlers may not care for or handle animals that may be present, such as patrol dogs, service animals, or pets that are allowed in food service facilities. Food handlers who personally have assistance animals may handle or care for their assistance animals, and food handlers may care or handle fish in aquariums of molluscan shellfish or crustaceans in display tanks if they properly wash their hands afterwards. Special procedure for bare contact with ready-to-eat foods. Except when washing fruits and vegetables, food handlers may not contact exposed, ready-to-eat food with their bare hands. They must use suitable utensils such as deli tissues, spatulas, tongs, single-use gloves, or dispensing equipment. And that brings us to the end of Lesson 2. Click the link below to continue to Lesson 3. Thank you very much.